Ladies and gents, I have a strategy for you guys today that is really directed towards beginners or people who kind of struggle a little bit in zombies when it comes to kind of going to that next round or going to that next chapter inside of your zombies career. So hopefully the strategy helps you guys out. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Anybody can use it, but drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video.
To unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP, check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only.
So today we're going to be hitting up Mars because we're going to be grinding some XP inside of Project Rads. Now this mode's very good to hop in and get that easy XP grinding going. Now one of the things we're going to be doing in this game is not always so easy, but I'm going to try and show you guys an easier method to actually do it. So that being said, yeah, we're going to be farming some XP today easily inside of this mode. We're going to go ahead over here and grab this Fallout Boy because we are going to be fighting the Irritated Deathclaw. Right, because that's going to give us triple pack legendary and a ton of other good gear right off the rip of our game. So we're going to make it a point that we actually complete that in our match. Now, of course, we got to get power turned on. We got to get quite a bit of stuff turned on. But we don't need to pack a punch our weapon right now. We don't need to waste any essence on that. We're good. I'm going to show you guys the method to get this done without, obviously, pack a punching. So it's going to make it grinding super easy. Now, one thing I do want to say. Sitting in Mars, you have the anti-gravity, okay? It slows everything down. It slows the zombies down. It slows, again, literally everything down. So, this method is going to be really easy for you to farm. It's going to be easy for you to go to high rounds. Is it going to be a round 100 run in under an hour? No, it's not. So, you can decide if you really want to go that far and take the time in this strategy. Is a beginner going to be able to hit Mars if they can beat Irritated Deathclaw? Which you don't have to fight him to do this strategy. I just do it because it allows us to set up super easy, and it's pretty darn easy after you guys see how I take him down. But, yeah, anybody can do this, and anybody can go to a specific round inside of Mars, in my opinion, because of the anti-gravity, because it just slows the zombies down so freaking much. But we need to go ahead and get set up. We need to get everything going, and then we should be good to get this done. It's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get the power turned on. Of course, we got to stack up all the essence and stuff. But after that, we're going to be chilling. All right, we can go ahead and turn power on and then repair this real quick. Come on, zombies, don't kill me, please. And then turn that on. Hopefully it triggered. Yes, it did. Okay, cool. All right. Now we can do this real quick. No worries. We have 0 essence right now. We definitely need to pick ourselves up some essence, which would be super nice. There's a cap right there. We don't really need that. I like to use the tomahawk whenever I do this. It's always nice. We can actually swap our field upgrade because I'm going to want to use the field upgrade glitch. Not going to lie. It definitely is something that should be used right now. Get out of here, zombies. We can throw that, and then we can shoot these guys. Jeesh. We can throw that as well. We need a little bit of food to regen our HP. This is like the zombie snacks mode back from Black Ops 6, if you guys remember that. Ugh, there we go. Stop them. There we go. What do we got right here? Rad-X. Useful, but then it's also not quite useful. There we go. We got it. Okay, so we need to regen a little bit of HP, then we'll be ready to go. Or actually, matter of fact, we can just go by Juggernog. Don't kill me, dude. I have 3 HP right now. Holy moly. We're going to go the long ways. Then we're going to go around and collect all of these little Fallout things so we can get Deathclaw to spawn in. Now, again, like I said, if you have full HP, this is going to be way easier. So if, say, when you're doing it and you don't have full HP, I would recommend waiting till you do. Now, it's hard, but remember, you can also use stim shots in this mode to just, like, regen back up. So that's also going to be super useful. I would recommend purchasing them if you can afford it in the game. It's just going to make your life a million times easier. Let's, we're probably going to need to buy some ammo, but we can, we don't even have enough for ammo. Damn, we are poor. Alright, so we can grab this tomahawk right here. We can throw a decoy. No worries. I'm trying to not take damage right now. Let's get 1 zombie left. That's kind of what I'm going for right this second. I'm trying to use all these zombies to get their essence. Stuff like that. There we go. Grab that. We can change our field upgrade back, I'm pretty sure. And then it should still work. Throw that one more time. We need to get it again. We can just bring these zombies in here. There's some food on the ground out here. Mystery meats. Just trying to collect all this essence because we are going to need to activate the trap. So we're going to need like 3K. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go around the map and collect these. I'll show you guys the location. So we already got one in spawn. There's going to be one up here. There we go. Now that is going to be 2 for us. We can actually go this way because we need to pick up one in this area. So we can drop down here, and there's going to be one over on this left side, kind of out by Wisp T. So we're just going to come out here. Then there we go. There is number 3 for us. We're going to skip out and open that door. We're just going to run all the way around the map. Be another one in the speed cola room in this back corner. There we go. Now we could go ahead and head in here for our next ones, of course. So there's going to be one dropping down right here. We can pick that up. Then we can head into the actual Mars area. There is going to be 2 in here that we can pick up as well. So one's going to be on kind of the main platform down here. You guys can see it pretty much right when you drop down. We can pick that one up. Then when you come back over here, you can just head over to this toilet and interact with that, and you will pick one up as well. Now we can head back to the main part of the map. That's all the ones that are here for us to actually get them to spawn in. Don't worry, we only need a few more, then we'll be good. We'll actually have him spawn in. You definitely want to be careful doing this, ladies and gents. Okay, I've done this quite a bit, so I would like to tell you guys you don't need your gun packed, right? Because I don't, but you might. So just definitely be ready for it. If you've done it already, then you're good. There was one right there. Now there is one up here. I'd recommend just double jumping and then picking it up. Then our last and final one is going to be inside of the Pack-a-Punch room. We can just head in here. Bam. Then we should be good. But yeah, killing him is pretty easy with the trap. So let's grab that one. There we go. Now he is going to spawn in, which is going to be super nice. We can convert this. We'll just wait for him to spawn in. I'm not really worried. That should be all of them, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I'm missing any. I think we pretty much got them all. We'll see. Yep, there he is. Okay, so he spawned right here. We're just going to drop down and activate this trap. We're just going to be bringing him around. We just want to keep him in this area, man. We want... Okay, well, we went down. That is not what we want. But he is getting absolutely slaughtered right now, which is what we want. So there we go. He's super weak. We can kind of just linger around. Let's go this way. See, going down really isn't a big deal for me right now because this is the hardest thing in the game to do, like in this mode. So if I go down doing it, I'm not really worried. The rest of the strategy is super easy. So as long as you complete this, you'll be fine. We can just run this way. Come back out here. Let him run through toxic growth again. We can just pop another one. Let him run through it. Deal a little bit of damage. I'm really trying to end this Ravager round right now, so I don't get hit by these things. But it doesn't really matter. What do we got right here? Essence. Okay. There we go. He's running through that. So we can grab some ammo. This really isn't going to do nothing to him. We have 18 HP. We can buy that. Run through here. Okay. Let's go down here. We're good. We have our combat axe right here. Okay. We can run back this way. I'm not worried. We have some decoys that we can use. Let's throw that. We have a lot of radiation right now. Run. There we go. It just takes a little bit of time, man. Like if we had 1500, we could just go reactivate the trap and be chilling. But we don't. We don't have that essence right this second, right? So we kind of got to be a little bit careful. That's why I was saying like, oh, you know, you might want to use or get 3K. Because then you're going to have enough to be able to kind of double it out. But he's literally at a hair of health away. So we just kind of got to take some time and shred him a little bit. And we'll have him killed pretty easily, I think. I would like to say. We can jump up here, stall him a little bit, and then we can run away. Usually, I will say I do turn the Rampage Inducer off whenever I fight him. That is one thing I did not tell you guys. It does make it a lot easier. Okay, so turn it off, especially if you don't think you can actually do this. It's going to be way better if you just turn it off. We almost have enough to, what's it called? Get this trap going once again. So we can shred some of these zombies. Grab that. So there we go. Here he is right here. Let's just turn this on. And I completely missed. What a noob I am. Geesh. Run! don't want to take damage to him, man. That's how he already died. So yeah, let's just activate this trap one more time. It's going to kill him, and then we should be able to get our gear. There we go. Easy as that. He's dead. We completed the mode. So now we can get all the gear that he drops, and then we can head over to Mars and start farming some XP with a very, very easy start. As you guys can see, legendary ether tool, flawless crystal. This gun is fully kitted out. We don't really have to worry about anything anymore. We can grab one of these ammo mods and we're good. You also can grab, say, a different weapon. Like here we have the V-Locks, right? It's legendary already. You can also triple pack it. But we can now head to, what's it called, Mars? Or we can continue setting up and getting some of our perks. I would recommend just getting Jug, Speed Cola, and that's really all you need right now. Since you have triple pack legendary, it's going to be really, really easy to go through the rounds. But again, I would just recommend getting Speed Cola so you can reload. But plus, turn the Rampage Inducer back on. Alright, so we're going into Mars now that we're pretty much set up. Now, we are pretty much going to be able to chill, like, really, really easily inside of this area. As you can see how slow these zombies are. You can sit wherever you kind of please. As you guys know, in a few, week 2 or so ago, we did the strategy where you sit up here. We went in game, found that, and then we posted it, of course. But you can do that right now, right? If you wanted to. It doesn't really matter. You could just sit right here with your gun inside of the game and farm your levels. Now, of course, you're going to have to reload. Of course, you're going to run out of ammo. You're going to have to buy ammo, but that really isn't an issue right now. Now, what this strategy reminds me of a lot is actually grinding directed mode. So what I like to think about this strategy is, oh, hey, I'm here grinding in quote-unquote directed mode, but it's in standard, and I'm still going through rounds. That's kind of what I like to think of this strategy. No, it's not the fastest. It's not faster than the Klaus strategy on Ashes. Like, no, those strategies are faster, but this strategy is really, really easy to just grind in. Like, it is literally free. It's easy. We literally have Toxic Growth chilling in front of us. Anti-gravity slows the zombies down tremendously. Again, I would recommend having the Rampage Inducer on because you want those rounds to start right away. But yeah, I mean, dude, it literally is super duper easy to just farm in this. Having Toxic Growth right there is so good. I'm actually surprised that Ravager got through right there. That has never happened before. But we can finish this round real quick. There's a max ammo. We have so much loot near us. Not even really worried about picking it up because we don't simply need it, right? Obviously for perks and stuff it would be good. And there we can hop right back up top. And now we can just keep chilling and killing these zombies. I mean, you guys can see just how easy it is. It definitely does not take too long to get the kills or do any of that stuff. Now, one thing, when you get to high rounds, your guns are going to drop off. But with anti-gravity, the zombies being a lot slower, you're going to be able to kill them a lot easier. Now, also, you can always turn the Rampage Inducer off, all that good stuff, right? So there's so many things you can toy with this strategy of just sitting in Mars, but Fallout mode's such a good mode to grind in because, of course, the Irradiated Deathclaw or whatever, you can get your triple pack legendary right away in the game, get to farm, and you don't really got to worry about that. All that good stuff. Then, of course, anti-gravity is super beginner-friendly for rounds. Now, of course, the Deathclaw isn't necessarily beginner-friendly, but you don't have to kill him. Like, you can just play the game normal, stack up essence, and go pack-a-punch as you earn your essence. You don't need to kill him, so if you're a beginner and don't think you can kill him, don't do it. You'll still be perfectly fine. You'll still be able to grind that XP. You'll still be able to come in here and actually grind this stuff. And you can always just run around, too. It doesn't matter. Now, the lower rounds, like I would say like 10 to like 18, take a little bit to do when you're in here. Because it's slow, it's starting off and stuff like that. But once you get about 20 and up, it starts becoming a little bit quicker, right? Making it a little bit better for you. Allowing you to kill more and more zombies. Really, this is about weapon XP and also player progression XP, right? But weapon XP, if you're continuously killing zombies, dude, you're going to be leveling up your gun fast. I've leveled my gun up quite a few times since I've been here, since round 9. So, it definitely is doing very, very good. And no, we don't have double weapon XP on. So we're definitely earning good weapon XP for sure for our AK. Which is something we want, of course. We can throw this combat axe down. This round's almost over. Let me see. We don't got nothing here. There we go. We picked up the combat axe. Huge. We can just go buy ammo. It's just right down on the ground. if the game would give me my combat axes back. Holy moly. There we go. We can just drop down over here. It's just right here on the ground if you guys ever need ammo. But you also can do this strategy as preparation for the new survival map. This is what it is. Mars. Now, I don't know if there'll be anti-gravity in the survival map. I kind of doubt it. But there could be. Guess you never know. That'd kind of be pretty cool. If it was like it randomly happened, that'd be pretty sweet. We can throw down another Toxic Growth as well. We got a Death Claw right there. We can reload real quick. Toxic Growth is definitely going to help us a ton with the zombies. It might seem chaotic, but you're going to be just fine. And you could always say get the ray gun. There's so many things you can do. You don't have to use your regular weapon, right? You obviously can get more and more perks, all that stuff. You can turn the Rampage Inducer off if it gets too crazy for you. But as you guys can see, even with anti-gravity and the zombies being slowed down, they still come to you pretty fast. You're still earning good XP. It's not entirely super slow, but it's way slower than, say, sitting back at Astra Malorum and grinding, right? It's a little bit slower, which helps you. Makes it a little bit easier for you to grind. There we go. There's the last zombies. We can keep picking all this stuff up because obviously, eventually, we're going to want to go and get our perks. We're going to want to go get Dead Shot and Double Tap. All that stuff's going to help and add up in our game, making it a little bit easier for us. So we're on round 26 right now, and I do just want to say, please, guys, remember that you can turn the Rampage Inducer off whenever it comes to this strategy. It's fine. We're not going to die right now, but it can get a little bit crazy in the game. So you don't have to have the Rampage Inducer on, especially the higher the round you go. You know, you're going to have zombies running through the Toxic Growth. This strategy reminds me a little bit of like the one in Exit 115, where you kind of just sit on the ledge. But you just got to be kind of aware of what's going on in your game, how many zombies are coming after you. You always can just hop back like this if you're in a bit of trouble, and then just literally jump right back up here. So it's a good little escape route as well. Got a little bit of food right there on the ground, we could say pick up. But it's definitely a very, very easy strategy to grind, say, some weapon XP, all that stuff. I mean, dude, it's literally super easy. The zombies are at, like, half speed with the Rampage Inducer on. There he is right there. Okay, we got him. Now, we are going to need some ammo. Some more food on the ground. We can get full healed. We can grab some ammo. There's the Death Claw. We can jump right here and then just jump back up here. No big deal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We do also have Kazis, in case we need them. Here's Death Claw. I would recommend focusing Death Claw, right? Toxic Growth took him down. Nice. Love to see it. We do have a charge. We're working on our second charge right now. I actually don't think the field upgrade glitch worked for me this game. I think I messed it up at the beginning, but it's okay. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. We can pop another Toxic Growth down. But it is pretty important that you are using Toxic Growth. So I would recommend using that. There we go. Obviously, Napalm we got working. It all adds up, man. It helps out in the end. We definitely could use a 3-plate as well. See, those little things do matter. They do help, right? It definitely does change the game when we got a 3-plate versus a 2-plate. You can take a little bit more hits. It's not as stressful. Things like that. There we go. Yeah, this literally just feels like I'm grinding directed and standard. If that makes sense. Like, I'm playing directed mode, but my rounds are going up. That's what this really feels like to me. Okay, we're going to need some more ammo. Of course, for our AK. I don't know where this last zombie is, what has taken so long. But, he's somewhere. There he is. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the Mars survival map. It's going to be pretty fun. Slower movements. Okay, we need some rad pills. There's some right there. Nice. Okay, let's buy. Actually, we don't need it. Go back. We're good. We don't need ammo. Okay, we can chill right here. Just shred these zombies as they come up. And of course, you can use the LGM one if you want with this, right? It works just fine, just like the directed strategy we covered when directed first came out for Astra. It works the same. Might be a little bit more challenging than in directed mode, but same rules apply. You can always just get the wonder weapon. Ray guns, right? Things like that. But me personally, I don't like using wonder weapons. Not because they're bad or nothing, but because I like earning weapon XP and feel like I'm actually working towards something. When I use a wonder weapon, I kind of, I don't know, I feel a little weird about it. We can throw a Casimir. We can just hop up here, though. If the game would let me grab it, then we can go up here. We need ammo. We don't have ammo, which is a little unfortunate. We can just hop over here. Grab some. Nice thing about anti-gravity, dude, is you can escape so easily. That's what also makes it extremely easy. Like, you're not really getting chased by zombies on Rampage Inducer. It's just super slow stuff. You can shred them all. Deathclaw will always come from behind you as well. So that's kind of a good little thing to remember in your game. I gotta reload. Probably take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Not really worried. Okay, we can reload again. And last few zombies for round 28. See, it definitely is easy. As you guys can see, it's pretty good. You don't really gotta stress much. You can pretty much just chill, go through the rounds. That's what I like about it so much. You don't really have to sit there and hope that you survive the round. You don't gotta sweat your balls off to freaking get to round 25. It definitely is one of those more relaxing, chill strategies. Plus, if you get to round 50, you earn an Ultra Gobble Gun, by the way, guys. So, yeah, do it inside of Astra so you can get the free Ultras and stuff. And even take it a little bit further if you wanted to, say, to get to round 100. But, that's, of course, my recommendation for you guys. We can keep killing these zombies. What is that, a cap? We can just come up here right this second. You don't always got to sit there if you don't want to. And remember, you can always go back to the main area, train around, do a little bit. If you do go back to the main area, the rounds will go by faster, right? So maybe if you're like, all right, I want to get to round 40 before I start doing the slower strategy, that's like guaranteed save. I'd say stay in Astra until round 40 and then come here and do this, right? It just makes life a little bit easier. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this video helped out the beginners of Black Ops 7 Zombies. I feel like that's what I more kind of meant this video for, not the expert pros, right? The Major League Zombie players. But thank you guys for watching. Whether it helped you or not, I appreciate the love and support. Thank you. There's another weapon level. I started this at like 123, bro. So we've leveled it up like 10 times already, which is crazy. But I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.